President Trump pays attention to the markets. He doesn't want to see a big sell-off. It hurts middle America's 401ks. When stocks fell sharply 3 weeks ago, he announced a pause on tariffs. That turned things around, at least briefly. The Nasdaq went up an astonishing 12% in one day, which begs the question: how will the president react to his polling challenges? The latest numbers from Fox show he is performing well on the border issue, but he's underwater on most other issues, including tariffs and the economy. The Wall Street Journal asks, is this Trump's Mitterrand moment? That refers to the French president who was elected as a socialist, but when socialism proved unpopular, he ditched it, reversed course, and then won the next election. The Journal asks if Trump could do the same with tariffs. Good question. President Trump has already shown he is prepared to make changes. For example, the 90-day pause on reciprocal tariffs. Will he listen to the CEOs of Walmart and Home Depot who visited the White House and told him prices will go up because of tariffs? A central theme of his campaign was beating inflation. He doesn't want to see that promise broken. Truth is, we don't know how the president will react to the polls, but we do know he listened to his advisors when they told him not to threaten to fire Jay Powell, and we do know he listens to Apple and Nvidia. He gave them exemptions. A couple of things to remember. First, the president negotiates in public, so expect some uncertainty as he threatens and cajoles. Second, maybe we should cut the president some slack. He is rearranging America's trading relationships with every country in the world. That is not easy. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Maybe patience should be the word of the day.